Fighting erupted on the Lebanese border last Tuesday, killing one IDF officer, wounding another, leaving 3 Lebanese soldiers dead and 1 journalist caught in the crossfire. The battle occurred near the Israeli town of Misgav Am after a Lebanese sniper opened fire on IDF forces, hiding in the nearby Lebanese village of Adis, leaving 1 lieutenant colonel dead, another critically wounded. Soon after, Lebanese forces opened with AK-47 fire. Israel retaliated as the Lebanese began using anti-tank missiles, small arms fire, mortars, and artillery. Israel retaliated using aerial assaults and its own artillery forces. The Lebanese, of course, claim that Israel provoked the attack by coming across the border to cut down trees along the fence line. But it has since been confirmed that the work had been cleared with UNIFIL, and the work was in essence being done on the Israeli side of the border, with no troops or equipment crossing the fence line. The work that was being done was to keep Hezbollah from using trees and other growth as hiding places. If you can remember, in 2006, the war was started when an ambush originating from one of these places took out an Israeli patrol, killing 5, and then Hezbollah capturing 2 bodies for ransom. The placement of the Lebanese snipers, as well as their foreknowledge of the events taking place, makes it seem like a pretty well-planned ambush on the Lebanese part. This, of course, isn't the first time the Israelis have been attacked from the Lebanese side of the border, but it is surprising that this was not done by Hezbollah. This was done by the Lebanese army itself. This makes Israel's prior claims of the Hezbollahization and Shi'ite Islamization of the Lebanese army seem fairly accurate at this point. If we can remember UN Resolution 1701, placing the Lebanese army in the south to guard their own borders, seems like a very sad, cruel joke. An investigation is now taking place to see if this was actually an order that came from the high officials of the Lebanese army, Hezbollah, or if this was an act of single or multiple soldiers on their own behalf. The conclusion of the investigation is, of course, very important to decide what both sides will do as the next step. If it was an actual planned attack, I can think of a few motives. One would be to draw international criticism against Israel, which we've found to be much more effective than actual military assaults. And the second is for internal political reasons, trying to convince the Lebanese people that the Israelis are the aggressors, and that the Hezbollah arm caches and their dealings in the area are not for an unjust cause. Or maybe it's preparation for the long-awaited results of the 2005 inquiry to the assassination of former Prime Minister of Lebanon, Rafik Hariri, which had been supposed to be the workings of Hezbollah itself. Of course, it could be just to check Israelis' preparedness and modes of operation in such a situation. Whatever the answer may be, this incident proves that Shi'ite Islam is becoming stronger in Lebanon, as well as Syria and Iran's proxy force, Hezbollah, and a growing number of Shi'ite Muslim forces in the Lebanese army, which used to be predominantly Druze and Christian.